Hello, 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 hello. My apologies for the slight delay. Things have been a bit mad here. Hello to Night Gaming, to Extonation Shorts, the Ultimate W. Hello. How the devil are we all? And I just need to go in here and do that, and that, and that. And I think we're good. Right, so we have a decision to be made today. Do we carry on with our monstrous space plane? Because there are things I wanted to do with it originally, but there are also things that need to be done to it. No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. A little bit tired. Yeah. It's just the way things have been at the moment. Had a busy day as well, which doesn't help. Oh, for goodness sake, pick a time. Can we do it? What the dates? Saturday at yes. Well, that's kind of what this is. I mean, I could very quickly go and do some of the things I wanted to do. No, that's not it, is it? Command and control. Where are you? Oh, it is the Mark III, isn't it? Yes. What am I doing? Don't want to put you there. I don't want to put you anywhere where you're going to spoil the sort of the thing I've got going on. Where a Kerbal could technically... Oh, I haven't done the thing, have I? Right. So we'd get a few more of those just for more control, and then for even more control, those aren't that. And these would need to have their authority limits set to negative, wouldn't we? And these inner ones we'd only want on pitch. As we get further out, I'm not going to worry too much about that. And maybe these outer ones just on roll. Just to give me a little extra something to yank it about with for now. Californian, hello! That is basically just it. So we're still sort of deciding whether we want to carry on with this thing or start something new. Any input? The next mailbag stream will be a week today if everything goes okay. Also something I want to do. And may as well do this as well. More or less. I mean, there are things I was, considering adding, but it's... Yeah, I think, as I said at the start of the start of this build, this was very much sort of a test bed for something I'm considering doing in the future. Let's regardless, let's take it out for a quick little flight. Okay. I mean, there are some options. There's I mean, I've done a stealth fighter. I could do a stealth bomber, sort of like not a particularly heavy bomber. I could do something like about the scale of the B-21 Raider or something like that. Using a Mark II cockpit rather than a Mark 1 basically, and with lots of bomb bay space. Or oh yes, we have to or we could make some kind of ridiculous land vehicle that can sort of come along and pick up other ground vehicles. That's another thought I had. Oh, we're up already. Why is that? That's going the wrong way. Why are those going the wrong? Those. Mavros, hello! Make a moving house. Not a million miles away from the thing I was thinking about. Because if I try and pitch down, So those pitch down. Those should be pitching down as well. Yeah. I've done made a boo-boo. So I'm trying to... That way, yeah. That's weird. Normally you had to like put these on, had to reverse the control authority unless KSP has fixed something. 9. Maybe I should do something like have these on roll only as well. Still, it's having to pitch down a little bit at the moment to keep itself level. But I mean, it's slow and lumbering enough that that's not a huge issue. So there it is. I mean, my flying command platform. I mean, it's not massively speedy, but I mean it's. I mean, what do you normally have on a like for a an aircraft? What's that? I think you roughly double meters per second to get knots. So that's nearest down at 90 knots. I mean, that's going to be quicker than an aircraft carrier. The problem with stealthy ground vehicles is that most, I mean, particularly within BD Armory, most ground vehicles aren't targeted by radar. So I tried to EVA with you. Oh, that didn't go well. Never mind. You can't do an internal EVA, it doesn't look like. I might have to attach, you might have to sort of attach something there in order to do that. So 40 meters per second, still strong enough winds to still strong enough winds to mean you get blown off. If not, okay, and there's Adam Kerman just splashing down. Lovely stuff. Making a hell of a lot of splashing there. Yeah, so that. Okay, I think we are going to. I think we are going to move on to something else. I mean, this was an interesting idea, and it's worked quite well. I mean, there are a few things I could test and make sure they're working and make adjustments, but I think, yeah, I think we could be here. I think we are well into the realm of diminishing returns here. I mean, that's true, we don't have to build something military. White's lemonade, in case anyone's wondering. I was in a shop today and I noticed something on a shelf. There was a bottle of Frosty Jack cider, and on the bottle it said, "Made with recycled plastic." And I thought, yeah, it tastes like it as well. I did make an aircraft that could, a fighter-sized aircraft that could just get to orbit and then have enough just to decelerate itself and drop in on something. I mean, with all that extra requirement, it didn't turn out to be a very good fighter. But we could do something. Yeah, I mean, I built it, like, to start with. It had, I think I had a couple of drop tanks on it for extra fuel, but then we tried it without the fuel, and I think it could just get to orbit and then have enough to deorbit itself, but not particularly precisely, if I remember. Hang on a second. I just got a Steam message. Right, new. Did I save that? Oh god, that's going to bug me now. I'm just going to go into it quickly again and save it. So, we could do something similar to the my little deorbit fighter, but try and make it stealthier, and we could make it a bit. We could go ahead and make it a bit bigger as well. Or we could go with the big ass ground craft. Nuclear deadly AA gun. Not sure how practical that's going to be for KSP. Ah, it was you, Night Gaming. I see. Oh, I didn't save it. I didn't save it after I attached the stuff, so I'm going to have to go to the autosave shit. No, I think Redonkulous Groundcraft or some sort of deorbit bomber, but with added stealth. Yeah, I was thinking sort of like big ground car that carries smaller ground cars. Let me just make the adjustments on this thing and then save it again. Nah, come on. So what was the name of my... What's the name of my deorbit fighter? Let's turn that off. The Olympus. Oh, what are you doing? I need to have another clear out. Really, really need to have another clear out. So this was it. So this, I mean, especially with the help of those fuel tanks, could take off, reach orbit, fly around, drop down wherever it needs to. Sweet and sour duck and rice. Nice. Chinese takeaways eat your heart out. And they do. No, not you. You. Dread to think what the radar cross-section on this is. Yeah, that's... ...20 kilometers, 28 kilometers. Do I have? I tell you what. In order to make the Mahusiv car work, I swear there was some like common mod or stock or DLC part, which is basically a winch. I can't remember what it. We don't have any winch. Was that Infernal Robotics? Have I uninstalled the bit I would need for that? Because if we don't have the winch, then getting things up and down from the thing is going to be tricky. Searching for KSP winch brings up Kerbal attachment system. Hang on. Yeah, okay. So I just got to sort something out there. Yep, that's fine. We could try for the big ass ground vehicle and then see how big are these things. Oh, those are perfect. Right, big ass ground thing or stealth deorbit light bomber. Tweak scale. Don't think I'm going to do a trailer, but something reasonably big. The Ultimate W, well, at the moment we are doing either, as I was saying, either some kind of stealth deorbit, medium to light bomber, or some ridiculously large ground vehicle type thing. Oh, I want a bigger version of that. What size is it? That's one of those weird ones, isn't it? So I'm just looking at the various cockpit options I would have for something along the lines of the massive ground vehicle. Right, anybody's got any final thoughts? I think Night Gaming's pretty good, pretty sold on the big bloody ground car thing. Ren seems to have gone a little of both ways. That's one of those weird, like, 2-meter parts, isn't it? What's that look like? That looks weird. I don't know what parts you use that with, though. Kerbal Blue Industries. Right, anyway. I don't remember actually making any adjustments to that, so we'll just leave that be. Okay. Some kind of huge-ass ground vehicle it is, then. I want some kind of suitable Mark III cockpit. Not some Mark 3.5. Do we have the Mark IV system? Probably with standard 2.5. Capacity 3. Yeah, again, that's one of those weird kind of special. Is that actually? Is that a Mark III part? Because that actually looks pretty good. Hmm. So what we're going to need now... No, that is not a Mark III part. And it's very far away from being a Mark III part. Oh dear. It was just the shape for a second. It's probably what it's one of those Mark III point what have you parts, isn't it? Something that shape would have been perfect though. That's most certainly not the right size. Oh, that would have been so. I think it's just gonna really screw it up if I try and do that though. Random TIE fighter. Nope. Right, we're going to have to choose like the best of a bad bunch when it comes to the Mark III cockpits. That really is Mark III's, that's the one. Any of these even remotely 3-point Mark III sized? I mean, no, you can tell by the sides of the edges of these they're not. I may have to look around and see if there's anything. I think that will have to do for the moment. And then once we get back here, actually, I want this to be huge. Yeah. What the hell is going on there? No. Oh, screw it. I'm getting ideas. I am getting some ideas. I I don't want like a cargo ramp. I want like... I want something more like a door, just like a door that opens. I mean, that could do. That might look pretty nice, actually. Why won't you go on there? It didn't like the it didn't like the things being there. So if we do it there so it's not too janky and intersecting with the other things. Okay. And I think along the side here, no, not robotic, structural, we would just have some more structural fuselages. Plan is taking shape in my mind. What did I set the limit to on that? Okay, I'll set the limit on this to 50 as well. There's gonna be a little bit of jank, but not too much, hopefully. And then what I'm going to have to do is, like, between streams, I'm going to have to I'm going to see if I can get the winch part. No, I want something that looks... Just like a bit that closes out Mark III. They're just like a Mark III things that just takes it through to a nice tail, or would it have to be something like that? What I might do is just put another one like that on the end. And then in here, so this section, not science, electricity. the reactors I had in the other vehicle? Was it just these? Although I think they behaved themselves. Yeah, that'll do. Maybe might need some radiators then. Just to keep us cool. That's toggle reactor, toggle radiator, toggle radiator. Okay, so 9 will turn everything on there. Where was it? That might be overkill. I want something that's like half like that bit. Just can you? You can't tweak scale those. That sort of thing would be perfect though. Give some of the Kerbal Foundries stuff. Tweak scale. That might be excessive. Hang on, so we got 200 straight to 400. 300 might do us. How do I get these to about the same height? Right, in order to make this look less ridiculous, I mean, I say less ridiculous. You're gone. We may need to put some batteries in here. Just a thought. Z1Ks. Z4K. Does not want to attach to anything. Right, I think we are going to need something structural. Coming down like that, and then we can probably do. No, it doesn't let you do something like that. Actually, that might be overkill. We just need something like that. Give us a bit of we need a name. To improve on if there's a next time. I made like proper takeaway style egg fried rice the other day, well, a little while ago, and it didn't come out that bad. I should have been looking for an excuse to make it again. I mean, I could just go cliche and call it the Leviathan or something. Hang on. Oh, damn it. Hang on. I think I'm going to go cliche and just call this the beer moth. Machedler 49, hello. Let's crack out some patron Kerbals. We did Adam, Ben and Bryce, Ghosty, Gorilla, GT. Let's give this one a little bit of a test. I don't know why this is taking so long. It's not very many parts. 2025 F1. How interesting. It's like tank. It's not the most responsive. Core overheating, shutting down. What's wrong with you? So we are able to turn. Not particularly well. Why did these cores overheat? But I mean, this is what we had with the previous thing, and that was fine. So there is some charge coming back in. No, that's draining. Okay, maybe we do need more. Maybe we do need more radiators. I have this thing on my little on one of the YouTube studio window here. So creators adopting live automated mid-rolls, and for some reason my brain, well, I wasn't really looking at it particularly, wasn't particularly focusing on it, but for a second my brain thought it said creators So people creating a midlife crisis. Oh, I haven't done this on. Like, well, that's a weird thing to advertise. Right, 9. I think we do need some other source of power as well. So I don't think it would harm. To get some solar panels running down the spine of this thing. Given it's a land vehicle, I think we can be reasonably confident that at least half the time we're gonna facing up is gonna be a power draw. Maybe one just there, just to maybe center that a bit better. What are you doing? No, just don't. Oh, for God's sake. Sorbetto time. Okay, I might have to move some of these solar panels a bit later because there are. I mean, these aren't doing anything. Let's see what we can do this time. Right. Wow, it's shooting up. And once it gets to a little over 1300, it's just going to shut down. Yeah. Huh. Why am I not using up electric charge now? No, we don't have infinite electricity on. I think we have some kind of bug here. Blackcurrant treat. So yeah, it's obviously some sort of differential that it uses to turn. Is that one of the mod added ones? Let me go. Let's look. Let's see if we can. For something maybe a little bit different. And get rid of that now. Hang on. Right. Oh, I need to get that back up. Reactors. Was this the one I used in the... So that should be good enough. Obviously there's something buggy here. Yeah, I don't know why these aren't doing the business here when they used to. It worked last time. Oh, screw it, we'll just get the I'll just get the one with the radiators in it then. Okay. So we have the basics, I think, here. So what do we need? I think let's go back to the legacy parts. I'm not going to... Oh, smoke countermeasures? Smoke countermeasures, they'll be useful. Like, for a thing this big, yeah. Gonna need some of that. So we need to start thinking about do we just do that? Why the devil not? And we are going to want some kind of interception mechanic for incoming missiles. So I think we will go for a pair of the goalkeepers. Mark 2s. I was thinking the lasers, wondering if that might be a little bit cheaty though. And of course, I think we are going to have some kind of long range, or longish range. Longish range anti-air stuff going on. Yeah, but the Jonas radars come with their own, Jonas missile turrets come with their own radar. So this is our early warning stuff. Can we get something that'll tracking or locking? And these are the Mark II, so they've got their own like small close-in thing anyway. What we are going to need is the old manager des weapons. Let's just give something like that a go. Ion, Josh, and Soup. I don't know. I might leave that for a part 2, because I might have to install the winch part. I might have to install Kerbal attachment system so that we can do that in a way, sort of in the way I want it to work. Right. Oh yes. Let's do... Oopsie daisy, didn't mean to click that quite like that, but never mind. That's got a nice array of air-to-ground weaponry. Okay. Switch teams. That's quite loud in my ear. I said turn it down for you guys, so it shouldn't be too bad. Well, I pressed to do the landing gear, haven't I? Range 40 kilometers. You're attacking plane right now. Fair enough. How far out do I want to take this thing? About 25. Yeah. Start moving. Let's not present a stationary target. Why have we suddenly got the brakes on? Okay, missiles away. Yeah, looks like we are keeping it on the back foot at the moment. Incoming. Yeah, goalkeepers starting up. Oh! And a success! Hmm. Do electronic countermeasures work on laser guided stuff? I was going to try it with 2 now. Yes. Let's. The screech or the scream could be interesting. Halfway through, well, rebuilding. No, we'll go with 2. We'll go with the Paraserpents. Upside daisy, that was a bit too close. Modules, wing command. Get them out to a decent distance. My God, you are falling quite slowly. Let's take off. Put off the accelerator a second and see. You're going to catch up. Yep. Right, not so little pills. Right. Oh, this is 20 kilometers maximum, is it? Okay, that's good. Keep them on the back foot. Let's... oh god, that's a tricky angle. That's not a good angle for us. I'm going to need to keep turning just to keep... just so both of our turrets have a firing solution. What happened there? It's kind of weird. Oh, one of them's gone. Oh, incoming. Oh, not that, you tit. Oh, gone. And they're both splashed. Okay, what did we lose? We lost a solar panel. I may have to think about reconfiguring this slightly. Okay. One last test. This one is going to be tricky for it. This one I think is going to be the trickiest test so far. Oh, we can do this. Stick the. Yeah, I think we need to. I think that's probably a good thing to do. Right. Limited stocks is another. Is there any way you can actually restock missiles like have a sort of a restocking thing for ground vehicles? In case anyone, any of you are wondering, this is the stealth aircraft I built in a previous Smith build stream. I mean, I've seen, there have been some amazing low RCS fighters that I've received from people. This is my own attempt. It doesn't come close to some of the genuinely ridiculously small radar cross sections I've seen from some people. But we've only got one of those. Oh, we've only got the single. Only got the single thing. I've only got one of those. Oh, we've got another pair of Hellfires hidden in the little wing gap. I see. There we go. Nothing on radar. Absolutely nothing on any radar whatsoever. Nothing on long range, nothing on short range. Oh, we have something on the long range radar. Jonas turret still can't pick it up. Oh, no, I think we've got something. 5 kilometers out. Had it not launched anything? Hadn't launched anything. Oh, that got jammed there. That's not gonna go well. We do have something incoming now. We did. Fire anything? Does it fire anything, or did it just? Oh, taken out. It didn't seem to want to fire. I don't know why that is. I mean, based on previous performance against missiles, I think it might have survived until its own defensive systems were sort of within range. At the moment, it seems to do better, sort of with the attacker behind it. Because I think there's sort of almost more of a natural gradient kind of want to say, to the... So you got these are relatively short, these are taller, and then you've got the radar, which is the tallest thing. Up and over. Whee! Not something I'd recommend doing a wheelie in, but or any kind of manoeuvre like that, but it doesn't seem to do badly. Oh, it did actually fire some of the smoke countermeasures as well. I didn't notice that. I think I only fired one round, but do I want to double those up and put one on a different priority? Maybe that's a long-term. Maybe that's a long-term goal. Hello, Titan, by the way. Don't you mean air to surface? Because harms don't do well against aircraft. Why is it not engage missile? We want true. I think we're going to take these off of engage surface, though. I think they're going to keep those purely as... Also, I know we have infinite ammo turned on, but I always try to have it so that I do have ammunition of the relevant kind. Just so that, you know, in case we do turn infinite ammo off at one point. Or should I have it as 6? Let's have this as, let's have these as 4. So those are basically the anti-air defences. Oh, I see. Yes. Harms the radiation seekers, so anti-radar missiles, basically. Short-range surface-to-air missile, artillery missile. Let's go legacy. See what we've got in here. I mean, another option would be, I mean, what's your max range? I mean, that's 15 kilometers. So we could do sort of a, if the radar missiles can't hit them, we could do a mix on these. We could do another turrets, do a mix of AMRAAMs and Sidewinders. So if we have a craft coming in stealth craft coming in that the radars can't lock on. We can fire, at least when we're 15 kilometres away, we can get a Sidewinder off. Something to think about. Right, so now we need to start thinking about what happens when this thing wants to attack. When this thing wants to attack, we're going to drop this and possibly these, and yeah. And open up with some serious stuff. Compact anti-air. It meant for compact anti-air defences. It was 4 Sidewinders. Something to think about. Cloaking device. I mean, the howitzers would be nice. The anti-tank gun. We could do some launched cruise missiles, some ground launched cruise missiles from this thing. I'm going to dwell on that. I'm going to dwell on that because we are roughly up on the time here, and I think I am going to call it there because I think we've got it to a nice cut-off point. I think we'll do a continuation of this, and we'll do. I'm going to do the auto strut. Yeah, we're going to auto strut that because yeah, I think we will need some ground-to-ground capability. My one big gripe is I haven't tested it out recently, but I think I've tested it out this version, and the AI doesn't like doing like ground-to-ground hellfires. You can sort of manually do it, and it works quite well. But yeah, the AI doesn't seem to like it. So I'll have to think of something else for sort of like the heavier assault stuff. Range 3,800. Reloadable rocket pod. Where, pray tell, M1 Abrams turret. That might be enough. I could try underslinging that. Have a couple of those there. Maybe, maybe not. I'll have a think. Anyway, yes, thank you very much, everybody, for coming along. The start of my ridiculous ground vehicle, possibly mothership if I can get the parts working. So we've got something that can travel along, something that can defend itself from air attacks. But yes, I think that will have to be all for today. As I said, thank you for coming, thank you for getting involved with the chat, thank you for all your suggestions, thank you for the likes. I will be back on Tuesday. It's my free choice stream, but I think we might play more RimWorld. Kind of getting into that at the moment. Oh, excuse me. And yes, a week today, if all goes to plan, will be another mailbag stream. I think that is all for now. So plenty of stuff coming up. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.